Greetings grapplers, welcome to Judo for Jiu-jitsu. My name is Larry Keith and this is Brian Powers. And in this video we're going to be showing a couple of triangle choke options off of a lower lapel arm wrap. Alright, so one of my favorite ways to enter into this arm wrap position is from a modified north-south position, so Kuzure-kami-shiho-gatame. And so from this angle here, 45-degree angle, I have an underhook and an overhook. So typically with kami-shiho-gatame, you go elbows in or here. In this case, I'm going to have one in, one out, right? So chest to chest pressure, I'm holding him here, and then I'm going to walk my hand up, right, and grab belt, whatever I can do, come up. I'm looking for a response from this arm here. If he leaves it up, I'm setting him up for a straight arm lock. So a lot of times people will sense that and they'll look to hide this arm. Then we go to our figure four grip, right? So it's already there, it's already set up. Go to our figure four grip, to our Kimura grip. And now from here, a lot of times people will grab their belt, they'll get a hold of whatever they can, they'll connect hands together, right, to keep me from getting that arm out. That's fine, that's not what I'm really after, okay? So I'm gonna grab his lower lapel, I flip my hand that's through his arm, I flip it over, I pull the lapel into the palm of my hand, so where the webbing is, where my thumb and my index finger come together, so get that nice and tight. Now from here, there's a lot of options. There's so many things that we could do from here. If it's judo, I can use this to turn him back onto his back and secure, keep the pin. But in this case, we're gonna look for a submission. So I'm gonna step over Brian's head, almost like I'm looking to set up a Kimura. So we finish a Kimura from here. So I've got this arm here, tied up. I'm gonna reach back and I'm gonna grab his other arm and I'm gonna lay down on my side and shoot my leg through. So can you lay your legs down for a second? So from here, my right leg, my thigh is behind Brian's head like a pillow, right? My other leg is over the top. I'm gonna make my triangle and I'm gonna squeeze for the submission. I'm also pulling on his arm a little bit. And that whole time, I've still got his right arm tied up, okay? So once again, we're in this broken north-south position. My right arm is under the back side of Brian's arm. My left arm is elbowed down inside of his elbow, or inside of his armpit. I'm flattened out. I walk the hand up. I shuffle in with my knees, get in nice and close. My left knee comes up behind Brian's head to help keep him from turning back into me. So I'm going from here. He's trying to protect his arm, so he drops it down. And I go right into a Kimura grip, and then I hold him there, grab the lower lapel, bring it through. I prefer to grab the lapel if it's below the belt. If I can't get that, then the belt itself is fine. If the lapel is pulled out, that's fine too. What I don't really recommend is hooking into the belt like so, because if it gets really explosive with his movement, I could get locked in there and it could actually injure my wrist, right? So I want to be able to let go of this. So here, grab the lapel, pull it into my hand, and I've got a nice secure grip on that arm. Really hard for him. Can you pull your arm out of there? Really difficult. Where he can escape this possibly is if I give him too much space and he's able to shrimp and turn back and face me. Then it starts getting difficult for me to hang on to. So I want to keep him kind of facing away from me. That's the best case scenario here. So again, I'm going to step over his arm, so I'm inside of his armpit here, collect the arm, lay down, I extend my right leg so that my right leg is a pillow behind his head, and then I connect my triangle, I pull on his arm. When I connect my triangle, I'm pulling my heels, like I'm not pointing my toes, I'm curling my toes back with both feet, and then I squeeze. Okay, another option off of this same setup. We're in here, setting up this position, boom, get up here, get in close, get my figure four, I get my lapel grip here. So we've been calling this Eri-ude-garami. So Eri is the word for lapel, and then ude-garami is arm entanglement. So it's a lapel arm entanglement. So a lot of times you'll hear it called a Judo Key Lock, Lapel Trap, a magic grip, what's the other one? A Kimura Tie Off. Okay, so we call it, we're using the Japanese name Eri-ude-garami. So right here, he's tied up, lapel arm entanglement. So from here, I step over Brian's arm, and instead of scooping it up, I actually lay down to the side. My knee, now this time, this thigh is under Brian's head. So from here, I release the grip, grab my shin, pull it across his collarbone, his shoulder girdle line here, and then set up a rear sankaku-jime, right? So here, I push his elbow into the side of his head, and I squeeze for the submission. So the action is, I kind of roll my hips forward into him. That pushes his head forward into the strangle. So one more time. Yep. From here, walk the hand up. He drops that hand down to protect it. I catch that figure 4. Now I feed the lapel into my hand, walking his arm into place. I step over. I lay my leg down so it's behind his head. I switch my grip from the lapel to a false triangle, grabbing my shin. I pull that up, lock in the triangle, and finish. Okay, so that is a Yoko-sankaku-jime and a Ushiro-sankaku-jime. So a side triangle strangle and a rear triangle strangle, both set up from using the Eri-ude-garami. So that is a lapel arm entanglement, also known as a Judo Key Lock, also known as a magic grip, also known as a Kimura Tie Off, and then a lapel trap as well, and other names too. So whatever you know about it doesn't really matter. That technique works really well and should be added to your arsenal. Thank you for watching this video. If you find value in it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification tab so you don't miss any future videos. And remember that when you learn a technique, you know one technique. When you learn a concept, you know 1,000 techniques. So until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.